Wednesday. It's hard to believe that it's Wednesday already, given that we just came off some pretty interesting past 5 days. But before I get into that, let me just kind of give a brief update on the weather. Our weather reporter, Kyle Johansson, is not able to be with us today. But to kind of give you a preview as to what's to come over the next several days, today's high is about 71 degrees. I was just out a little bit ago, and it really is pleasant out there, so get out and enjoy it. Looking at tomorrow, a high of 68 and a low of 41 degrees, mostly cloudy. Friday, the 6th, a high of 69 and a low of 41, full-on sun. Saturday, the 7th, 70 degrees. So it looks like it's going to be really nice over the weekend, 70 degrees, a low of 46. Again, sunny all day. Into Sunday, 71 degrees with the low being 54 degrees, partly cloudy. Monday, the 9th, 75 degrees with a low of 56. It's almost going to feel like we're rolling back into spring again. Sunny, 20% chance of rain. And then into Tuesday, 74 degrees is the high with a low of 60 with some PM showers. So not looking bad at all for the next several weeks. As I kind of mentioned, it was rather interesting to make note that there wasn't a whole lot happening last Saturday in the Uptown area. I was up several times on Saturday just to kind of monitor to see what was going on when last Saturday would have been our typical Halloween block party, which again was canceled due to COVID-19, at least the events that typically take place. And that said, there were very, very few people uptown last Saturday, so that was great. The Honey for the Heart parade was a big success, I believe. Several people waiting for an hour or longer in their vehicle to drive through West State Street Park and experience the Honey for the Heart parade in place. And again, from individuals calling me and reporting out for the neighborhood trick-or-treating last Saturday from 5:30 to 6:30 that most, if not all, people were wearing face coverings, staying in small groups, much lower number of people in the neighborhoods this year than in past years. So that was good to hear as well. It seems to me that things went fairly well. Another thing I want to share real quick is that given that the election was yesterday and with the information that came in, it's great to let the citizens of Athens know that the Athens Street Rehabilitation Levy, which was a renewal levy, that it did pass last night by 72%. So that's good to see that it had such strong support of a levy that goes towards street repaving and as well as matches for a lot of the larger projects to where we have ODOT money, which requires a match, or Ohio Public Works Commission monies, which also require matches to get larger projects done. So, thank you to the city of Athens for renewing that particular levy. East State Street Waterline project installation. This is Fern Alley to Stimson Avenue. The contractor is going to be on this project we'll be digging into this project starting November 9th for a section of water line to be installed on East State Street between Fern Alley and East State Street, Stimson Avenue intersection. So just know that there's going to be a lot of work going on in that area. And it looks like it'll be completed mid-December. During that time, East State Street will have a section that is reduced to one lane with detour in place for the southbound traffic. If you have any questions on this, please feel free, as is usual, to reach out to Engineering and Public Works at 593-7636. Another project under Engineering and Public Works is the Shaffer Street Storm line repair. This is right at the intersection of East or West State Street and Bayard Street, and is expected to begin November 9th. This repair will take about 2 weeks to complete. During that time, a section of Shaffer Street will be closed to through traffic. Access will be maintained for businesses in that area. The Northwest Bike Path Spur is a project that has been long in the planning and somewhat long in being completed, but the contractor for the bikeway spur will be able to schedule paving this week to get that spur, which goes from Armitage Road up to University Estates. The bike path spur will technically be closed until the safety fencing and signage is installed on that bike path, which they're expecting to be completed within 2 weeks, but the paving will take place this week. Other things going on around the city, the fire department will continue its run through the city on the fire hydrant flushing. November 4th through the remainder of the week, they're going to be working on Andover Road, Berkeley Drive, and Westfield Place. So again, if you live in those areas and you see a little bit of discoloration to your water, it is likely because that hydrant flushing has stirred up some potential sediment. Your water is still safe and clean to be used and to be consumed. But if you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to the Athens Fire Department at 592-3301. The Athena Awards ceremony, that's taking place this evening at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. today. You can jump on to this ceremony. It is the only award currently that the city bestows upon its citizenry or businesses or organizations that go above and beyond in providing services or volunteer work with people living with disabilities or people of all abilities. So that's 5 to 6 p.m. I will be emceeing that event. So you'll be hearing a lot from me. But you'll also get to find out who the recipient of the 2020 Athena Award, who that person is or organization is. Other things going on, Community Relations Commission is meeting Monday, November 9th from 12 to 1 p.m. So you can tune into that if you choose to. The Athens Historic Preservation Commission's regular meeting will be the 9th as well from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And City Council, as usual, will be November 9th at 7 p.m. And that will be committees, committee meetings, and there's a lot in store when it comes to the committee meeting this coming Monday, because it's that time of year where we are really trying hard to wrap up things in the city when it comes to everything that needs legislative action. So make sure you tune into that as well. And also worth noting that next week, Wednesday, is Veterans Day. So with that, hopefully you will be safely celebrating Veterans Day, as well as making note of the fact that trash and recycling will not occur on that Wednesday. It will, your schedule will be delayed by a day within next week because of the holiday being midweek. There being a 3-day holiday or a holiday period, which is typical for having that level of service backed up. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in again next week for the next weekly update with the mayor.